Hey there, welcome to another edition of the Akashic Portal Weekly for the week of March 29th through April 3rd. So we're moving from one month to another in this week, which is always a transition when that happens. We've just completed the full moon in Libra. So much happening as we begin to really activate the redemption or the revival of what it is that we want to take forward. This is a big time for all of us. I'm your host, Jen Dushin, jendushin.com and the Akashic Swan Guidance, and I am using the Illuminating Journey cards, which I created with the guidance of the Akashic Records. So let's dive in and see what the cards have to say. Card number 1. The divine line. So this is one of the tools of the Illuminating Journey cards. And I find this really interesting that this is what we need to know this week to dive into this idea of being connected to the divine. And when I see this like cell phone to the divine or divine line, what it makes me think about is how it is our job, if you will, or our requirement to connect to the divine or to source. And remember that we can call up, that we need to ask, we need to request what it is that we need help with, and we need to shift out of the idea that we are helpless, that we can't do anything, we don't know anything, that we must take responsibility for ourselves and our own needs by saying, okay, I need this, I need help around this, I need to release this. So moving from that kind of helpless child mode where we're waiting to be told what to do, we're waiting for somebody to give us permission, into actually activating and asking for what we want, getting super clear on what it is that we want to bring into being. What do we want to do? So we're just getting very focused and clear. Second card is the 18. So interesting because that April is an 18-month. And the Soul Portal 18 to me is about this idea of being very connected to the divine. As we continue our earthly pursuits, it's about recognizing the divine within us. And the figure here kind of allowing the light of the energy to fall into her third eye, into them, could be male, female, or other, it doesn't matter. The energy of being connected to all things, to the liquid, to the light, to the earth, to the water, to taking wings and creating something new. This is really important right now. Feels essential to use the liquid of this time to get very clear. So clear about what it is you're calling in, clear about what it is you're connecting to and allowing and where you are. It's establishing this new energy within yourself to allow it and to know it and to go, this is who I am. This is where I am right now. It's not the end of the road, it is the beginning of the road. So how clear can you be? How focused, how knowing can you be in your sense of connection to the divine, to all things, knowing that it's still free will, that this is what you want to really get good at, is this is what I want, this is what I need, how do I get there, how do I take the action and do it, and then taking responsibility and then doing it. And then the third one, so again we're having a lot of the blues, very much about communication, connecting, and this card, the 32, is I believe it showed up last week, but it is about becoming into our truth with who we are. Again, it speaks to the divinity within us, the idea of recognizing that we are divine souls, that we have the capacity to really tune in to what is true and almost liquid within us. What is the essence, the substance of who we are? What are we willing to do to get to that place, to get clear about who we are, to release any idea that we need to somehow stand back and not kind of get clear, or not ask for what we want, and not put in the devotion. This card is about clearing what's in the way of us becoming devoted to what is true within us. So there you have it. The 3 cards for this week speak to getting really connected to the divinity within you. What is pure? What is whole? What is it that you wish to bring about, release, and get clear about that, so you can even go further and further into the divine self, the awareness of self in the world. What do you need to do? What do you need to know? How can you bring that energy into this moment, this time, you being true about who you are, genuine and willing, and really getting to the crux of what it is, maybe the excuses or the ideas or beliefs that are in your way of connecting to that divine energy. Love to hear what you have to say about this. How does this land for you? This is the divine telling you you are powerful. So what do you want to do with this power you've been given? What steps will you take to liberate yourself from a system that has kept us enslaved for so long? Let me know in a comment. Of course, likes, subscribes, comments are appreciated. You are appreciated. I know you have the capacity to do this. If you're interested in the cards, the decks are for sale on my website, Illuminating Journey Cards, at jendishin.com. The link is down below. And I am starting a new class for the Illuminating Journey Cards. If you're interested in learning how to do it, the information and links will all be following pretty soon. And I'll see you next time. I'm Jen Duchenne of jendushin.com.